Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Freddy and today is the first edition of Hero Bootcamp. Today I'm going to be featuring Angela, the Bunny Love. In this episode we'll be going over her abilities, her pros and cons, her spell, her emblems, and finally her items.
Two greatest inventions.
Let's get started with her passive Smart Heart. Each time Angela uses a skill, her movement speed is increased by 15% for up to 4 seconds. This can go all the way up to 30% because it stacks. The acceleration effect is also applied to the champion she's attached to with Heart Guard. Which brings us to her first spell, Love Wave. Angela launches love energy in a designated direction, dealing magical damage and adding Lover's Mark to the enemy target. Now Lover's Mark can stack up to 5 times and increases the damage taken and reduces the target's movement speed. This skill also heals when used on friendly targets, so don't be afraid to spam it on your allies. Behind me you'll see what happens when you get 5 stacks of Lover's Mark. The little arrow above the enemy will turn golden. Which brings us to her second skill, Puppet on a String. Angela launches her string at a designated target, dealing magical damage. If the target remains attached to Angela, it will be immobilized for 2 seconds and take magical damage. Now remember, with each Lover's Mark, increasing the final damage. So let's quickly look at a combo here. If you do 5 stacks of Love Waves, getting your 5 stacks, and then do Puppet on a String, you will create immense damage on the enemy target. Which brings us to her ultimate skill, Heart Guard. Angela gathers energy to generate a shield for her friendly target, absorbing damage. After a period of time, she will become attached to the friendly target, absorbing more damage. Whilst she's attached, she can use her skills at no mana cost. Using the skill again, or the death of the friendly target, will cancel this effect. If, however, the skill runs its time, you will be teleported to your target's location. Let's look at some of the pros and cons. Smart Heart makes sure that she does have some mobility, which she does lack in escapes. She can provide a lot of extra damage for her lane partner and herself with Lover's Mark. And of course, let's not forget the CC from Puppet String is not only a nice addition for damage, but will also provide some much needed CC in fights. Heart Guard can provide both damage negation and healing, allowing you to be everywhere in the map. Now let's look at some of the cons. She is very squishy due to the fact that she has no real escape. As a support, you're also very reliant on your teammates, so make sure to duo up a lot of the time. Her combo without cooldown reduction is very hard because you will not most of the time get 5 stacks of Lover's Mark. So now let's see as to why I think that Flicker is the best spell for her. For me, it's very simple. Due to the fact that she lacks a lot of mobility, Flicker does make up for the fact that she has no inherent jump or blink ability. She's a very squishy champion, so you will definitely need it in teamfights if you're getting focused. Or whether you make a mistake like I did here by jumping off Gord on the wrong side and using my Flicker to reposition myself. Which brings us to the emblems. The best emblems for her are by far support emblems. Why? Because they provide the cooldown reduction and, as you can see right here, focusing mark. After dealing damage to an enemy hero, the damage dealt by allies to that same enemy hero will be increased by 6%, which works so well with your Lover's Mark. Which brings us to the items. First on the menu, Enchanted Talisman. This item is Angela's core item. Why? Because not only does it give you HP, it gives you mana regen, which allows you to lane so much more, but it'll also give you cooldown reduction, which allows you to spam Love Wave so much more. Which brings us to the second item, Wizard Boots. Now, the passive is not only perfect for a support, but every champion needs boots. It also gives a little bit of HP, which is desperately needed for a squishy champion like Angela. Which brings us to Dominant Ice, which provides some much needed armor for the squishiness of Angela, some mana so you can spam your skills more, and some crit chance reduction to help you not get one-shotted. The more cooldown reduction will help you spam love waves even more. And finally, a passive that will stack beautifully with love waves movement speed reduction so that enemies cannot escape your wrath. Which brings us to Athena's Shield. More HP regen for more survivability in the game. This item can also help with the magic resistance of Angela to fend off that pesty Cyclops ultimate. And the best part is the passive, where you will get the shield that can fend off some burst damage so you can live longer. Next up is Courage Bulwark, another item for HP and HP regeneration. Congratulations, you're now officially hard to kill with Angela. Supporting your teammates by the passive of this item is amazing. They can get 10% more attack and defense capabilities, which can get your team rolling to victory. Last but not least, Immortality. Finally, it's time for you not to be pinned down anymore. Immortality provides some much needed magic resist to stop the mages from killing you instantly, more health points to stop those carries from slaying you, and if that doesn't work, you have a passive to be resurrected. Alright guys, that was it for this beautiful first episode of Hero Bootcamp. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you've got some questions, you can always comment them in the section below, or follow me on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, where I stream every single day. Thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you on the battlefield.